it isn't like that dry mattifying look that gummy wax gives. You can see I look like a troll. Jump scare. I'm Sadiyah, I'm a Part 2 architecture assistant in the UK, and I love all things hair, makeup, skincare, perfume, everything. So if you want to know how I slick my 4C hair down, and this is going to last me all week, then keep on watching. I have very thick 4C hair, as you can see. Like, the 4C is for seeing. We are going to slick this into a lovely little ponytail. I do have some curly bundles. These bundles I got from my vendor on AliExpress. If you want the link, let me know. But we're gonna just stick this in the back, and then we are gonna slick the rest of my hair up. Normally I actually use my gummy wax. I use the red one, but run out of that. I don't like this blue one. I feel like this one dries out my hair more than the red one, and it also goes whiter much faster than the red one. The TikTok girlies are saying that this Xtreme Hold Gel is the go-to, and it actually slicks better than gummy wax. So we're going to be testing it out. Is the Xtreme Hold better, or do I go back to my trusty got-to-be gel? I have washed it, a little bit of a blow dry, but it's pretty much reverted now. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of heat on it just to get it a little bit less like afro-y at the root. In terms of tools that you're gonna need, you're gonna want a couple different bobbles and clips just for sectioning your hair. A couple bobbles, I've got an elastic band, and then a thicker one. You're gonna want like a Denman brush, a hard ass brush. I also am gonna be using my like wide tooth comb and then my skinny comb to actually do the partings, but to like detangle my hair and stuff, I like to use my wide one. Step number 1 is that you need to part your hair, guys, into 4 sections, and then I'm gonna use my paddle brush heater dryer type thing just to soften it. Split it in half and then split it into quarters. Now making sure all the big knots are out. I'm just running the brush through my hair from the root to make sure that I'm trying to get the root as flat as possible. You've got really fuzzy, thick roots, your slick back ain't gonna be slick. You wanna put the prep work in before you start layering that gel on. That's what I found, so that it's so easy once the gel goes on. If you want your hair to be even flatter as well, you can go in with a hot comb. And my hair is a little bit oily because I did put heat protectant in when I initially blow dried it yesterday. I think it's good to have a little bit of oil in your hair because, let's be real, the gels are going to dry it out. So let's help ourselves. My hair is a little bit straighter at the roots, and we are going to now part it. The key thing as well to doing a slick back is you need to part your hair, guys. So we're going to take our tooth comb and we're going to first section the back of our hair. See here, I'm going to go just above the top of my ear. So this is how much hair I have left out. I'm going to take about this much and I'm going to put it around the perimeter of my hair, just like that, around the top. I'm going to use my Denman brush just to brush it through. My little band, because it's not that much hair, and just section it off, and you can see it's just section. Then we're going to go in with a bigger section now. This is our second section. So again, I've got about a finger amount, and I'm going to apply it to the roots of my hair and then follow it downwards. I'm just taking my Denman brush and I'm just brushing it through to make sure it gets all sides of my hair. So once you've brushed that through, you just want to mold it into your first ponytail, and you just want to add them both together as one. Better if you can use a scrunchie. I'm talking about doing everything just in layers. because it don't have to be like super slick right now, but it just has to be in that like right shape. I've got the back slicked, you can see, and we're going to do the same thing again for the top. Often towards the top of your head, that's where you get like a bump when you like try and slick it back, so that's why it's good just to do the part-ins, and maybe I might even like go a little bit thinner with this one just to make sure that we are slicking every bit back. Because I'm getting to the top of my head and I really want it just to lay flat. Once I've slicked down the base of my head, I really take time to part the crown of my head, because as I said, bumps and humps is what makes your slick backs look off. So I'm really going in with the Xtreme Hold all around the top of my head to get it as sleek and flat as possible. Now onto the final section, which is the very top of my head. I'm going to put this much, about that much on. I'm not gonna lie guys, if it's not giving, I might have to go with my gummy just to like top it off a little bit. All over my head. Slick it up a little bit more because I want it a little bit higher, and we're going to use like my proper bobble just to put it in like a really tight bobble. Put it in a bobble to tie it up, but I took it out again because I actually wanted to pull out my baby hairs. I found when I was layering the Xtreme gel on my baby hairs, it just wasn't staying, so I had to go with my gummy wax. But this is what we're looking like once I've just put the product on. I think it's done okay. As I said, it isn't like that dry mattifying look that gummy wax gives, but it does look more hydrated, which I'm not mad at. Make sure you blow dry your hair on a cool setting before putting your silk scarf on. I then braided the hair in the ponytail. So I'm going to put my ponytail on and then put my silk scarf on and then leave it for a bit and we'll review. I bobby pin the hair into my head and then I begin wrapping the wefts all the way around. So we are back. It's been about 20 minutes that I've had my scarf on, so we're going to take it off now and see what the setting is giving. Personally, I'm not too confident. I think that the gel is really nice and I love the fact that it doesn't like feel like you're putting a really dry product on your scalp, which this gummy wax definitely does. I just don't think it gets it as slick as what I'm used to. Talking, let's see. I put my bundles in as well. What's it giving? Okay, it's not bad. Got my mirror here. And it's okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did go in with a bit of the residue from my edges and put a little bit on top. So technically I have used like a little bit of the gummy wax, but compared to what I normally use, like it was nothing. I have used like quite a bit of this Xtreme Hold Gel, but I had to, do you know what I mean? I've got 4C hair babes. I think it's okay. You can see a little bit on the sides where it's not completely slicked down. Really praying it don't turn white. It shouldn't because it hasn't really got any alcohol in it, it says. I work in an office Monday to Friday, so realistically I need my hairstyles to last me a week and then I can do a wash day and then do it again. My gummy wax hairstyles, they actually do last me 2 weeks, so we'll see how long this lasts. Obviously I might need to go in the mornings and just like reapply it. Also, I don't sleep with like the extensions in my hair or the ponytail in my hair. I just take it out completely because you don't want to be sleeping with this much tension on your scalp, I don't think anyway. I think it looks alright. I think it looks quite cute. Nothing like too slick or heavy. I said the main products I use in this video is this Xtreme Hold Gel. I just parted all the sections of my hair with a tiny rat tail comb. And once it was smooth, I just would comb this Xtreme Hold into my hair layer by layer. Got to the top layer, I then went over it a little bit with some gummy wax, and I used some gummy wax just on my edges. Scarf on for about 20 minutes. Added my little extension at the back. You can see it clipped in there with a bobble. And this is the final look. This is also my favourite gloss that I love to put on. It's just a little Kiko. She wanted a little bit more volume at the top, so I ended up going in with a claw clip and just sectioning a little bit of the hair up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I wanted to show you the hair. I got a bit creative. It's cute, isn't it? You did really well. This is just one bundle.